Okay, so I have to call you chairman.
That's what I am.
That's what you are. So chairman, so a political upheaval took place yesterday, suddenly in the APC, and you've become chairman. So it means that there are two chairmen in the APC right now. Is that what that means?
There are 1.5 chairmen in the APC.
Okay.
I am the authentic national chairman.
Oh, okay. All right. So you are the authentic chairman, but the APC had a convention.
Correct.
About a week or so ago.
Yeah.
And one Adams Oshomole was elected chairman.
Yeah.
So that was a half election?
The election was a nullity.
Okay.
In the sense that due process was not followed. The procedure and how the elections went were a negation of the constitution of the party.
Okay.
A lot of people were denied access because they were not allowed to buy forms initially at the ward level so as to contest either as delegates or as officers of the party. And as you know, or as everybody knows, some powerful people, either in authority or powerful by cash, had just cornered the entire process and just listed their own people as duly elected. There are a lot of litigations all over the country as I speak to you now. It's been looked into by the judiciary and it's been determined. It is this flawed process from the ward level that came up to the national level, which produced Comrade Adams Aliyu Oshomole as a purported chairman of the APC. And even at that level, the election did not follow a good process because 18 officers, including Adams Oshomole and Maimala Buni, the national secretary, did not follow the constitution of the party, section 20, subsection 1, which says that if a candidate, even if validly nominated as the only candidate for a position, the electoral officer on that day should put to the congregation, meaning the convention, whether they have accepted such a person by a yes or a no vote, or by using the ballot, yes and no. So by
actually voting with
the ballot, yes and no, to find out whether the man was not imposed. But the chairman would only say, do you accept so-so-so's nomination? And the crowd say yes. There was no question as to whether other people against.
Yeah, nothing like that.
So you wouldn't determine whether the man was validly elected or not, because you didn't hear the voice vote to determine which one is bigger.
But the report was that he was elected by acclamation. By every day he was unanimously elected.
How would you know that it is unanimous when they didn't ask the no? To determine whether the yes was unanimous or the no is unanimous. Since it was not counted, in law, it is a nullity. And I would want to put for records and really roll out my credentials.
Matter of fact, I wanted to ask you that, you have quite a strong pedigree. Everybody knows who you are. As far as Nigerian politics is concerned, and you actually were a force in the APC, and before that the CPC. So what happened? But you were very close. In fact, you are supposed to be an ally of President Muhammadu Buhari. So what essentially happened?
I became a founding member of the APC because I relinquished my position as the National Secretary of the CPC together with ACN, AMPP, the NPDP, and a faction of ABGA to form.
But actually, the APC was formed initially from three parties.
Three parties.
Yes.
Three parties. But later on, the NPDP
yes.
and ABGA joined.
Joined you. Okay.
So we together formed the Interim National Executive Committee and later the elections to officers of the party.
Yes.
I had been since the national. I was a member of the board of trustees of the party. I was, until my election as the national chairman, a member of its national caucus, board of trustees and national caucus.
Okay.
Now, having put on ground this pedigree, it means I have made personal sacrifice.
Absolutely.
And if we see the party or the government formed by that party drifting, it is incumbent of us to sit down and arrest that drift, because we had a vision of forming a party that would be democratic, would be fair, and will do justice and submit ourselves to the rule of law, which you know as Nigerian that this doesn't exist either with the party or government. Therefore, we believe that nobody, no usurper, can just come midday and sit down in his bedroom and write names of people and tell us that these are the people that were elected by the people. Since the people have no voice, we are their voice.
Yeah.
And we are acting on their behalf to salvage this party. And in this congregation, I can assure you that within the next few days, we will take over the National Assembly. Most of them will become, we will retain the Senate President, we will retain the Speaker as a reformed APC members. So I have laid this foundation.
They will be there as reformed APC members.
Of course, they will be in the National Assembly as a reformed APC members.
Members.
So this is the situation that we find ourselves. And let me assure you that we have the preponderance and big support from all over, including even non-politicians who really are hailing our courage and bravery to take on these kind of cabals.
Are you insurgents in the party?
Well, we may not be insurgents, nor are we guerrillas, but we have to use guerrilla tactic to get to what we want, because everything that had happened was kept secret until it was unfolded yesterday. And I assure you, if the authorities had known that we were going to meet and say the kinds of things we said, I'm sure these people been very allergic to opposite opinion. They could have stopped us.
They will try to stop it.